Hello, Max. How are you doing? We're live.
Perfectly fine.
Perfect.
I'm very surprised that we are on schedule.
Almost on schedule, yes. At least from the day, right? At least we have a consistency in days.
Amazing.
Amazing. First time this happens, I think. Let's celebrate. And first of all, yeah, we are on a new Twitch channel. What do you say about that? Now you have your own Twitch operator.
You were busy this weekend.
Yes, I was busy. And yeah, so first of all, before we start, let me just do one thing. And first of all, let's bring this up and that. And do you watch our channel without sound?
I watch it without sound.
Have a look at below me. Okay. First of all, thank you for the follow, BJ. Do you see that down there?
I can.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Thank you for the follow, Tom.
Ah, no, it's like this.
Thank you for the follow, Malt. And last but not least, somebody you might know.
Thank you for the follow.
Max.
Yeah, we should celebrate this. This is fun.
Yeah. And hey, Tom, I hope, please let me know, Tom, if you're listening if the audio levels are okay. Because that's always an issue with Twitch and streaming. Yeah, so this is exciting. How do you feel like you don't need to do anything this week? Except maybe coding and all that. And
I mean, it wasn't that much effort to launch OBS. press launch. Yeah, okay. Configuring all the cameras and audio devices like every time.
Yeah. This is now out of the picture. I'm doing that, and the bitrate looks okay. It looks everything fine. Audio is perfect. Wow, it's even perfect. Never heard that before. First try, guys. First try. Okay. So last week, or 2 weeks before, the last stream was 2 weeks before that. And please always also, we have a website that every time, sometimes we are a little bit late with posting the videos there.
Every time, sometimes with a delay of 6 months, but every time.
Yeah. At one point in time, we posted the things also there. So have a look at azuretechtalk.net. We also have everything there, and you could follow us there. There's also the links to the YouTube videos in the end. Would be fine if you have a look there. Follow us on our socials, which are linked down below on the website. And yes, you could also see that last week we kind of failed, right? So we were successful. We were successful in...
failed? How do you spin this?
So we were successful in spinning up an app that does what we wanted to do, but then we realized, hey, the API is not giving us the possibility to do what we want to do. Because I don't know how this is possible, but Twitch doesn't want for you to download the videos.
In an automated fashion.
In an automated fashion. I think it could be... So, yes, I can understand that you don't want other people downloading all the videos from content creators there in an automated way. But if you create an app registration and only have access to your own account there, so why shouldn't you do this if this is authenticated, right? So that's a little bit weird. So I read on that page. I had a little bit. I did a little deep dive there. And I think there is a way, but you need to reach out to Twitch themselves and ask them, hey, can we do that? Because I think there are programs out there that are able to do that. But let's see. The funny thing is, even if you're in the dashboard, they give you an option to export to YouTube. You can directly in the backend export your video file to YouTube. But yeah, maybe we should then. Maybe there's a way to trigger that via API in some way. This would help, because this would kind of like one process in our app would be then kind of, okay, let Twitch do that. We don't care about that. Egress costs, their problem. And then work with YouTube, but yeah, let's see what will then. So we failed to download the video, but maybe at a later stage we will have a way for that. So we said, what can we do today? And we pre-created an audio file, a short audio file last week, and I think today we want to have a little bit of a deep dive into Azure Cognitive Services, and kind of like a part of Azure Cognitive Services, which is speech to text. That gives you the possibility to transcribe audio files and video files even right from the get-go. It doesn't decide, by the way, if it's video or audio. You can do both, I think.
Doesn't matter, right?
Yeah. So, goal for today: talk to another API and make it do what we want to do. Mm-hmm. So, tell me when you're ready.
I am. I'm just looking at what we did last time. But this was the Twitch stuff, right?
Yes, exactly. So is your screen fine to switch over to it?
Perfectly fine.
Okay, then let's switch over to that.
I even cleaned up. Look at this beautiful desktop.
This is a nice desktop.
Yeah, I hid all the icons to not show the mess.
Yeah, that's the
What
reason
is this greenish overlay now. Okay, this is our names.
The names. So I found out the color that is readable the most seems to be bright green somehow. I don't know why, but that seems to the way to go.
Alrightish.
Alrightish.
So we have the output file, right?
Yeah.
SWAF.
Yeah.
Did we convert this already to the correct format?
I think it
yes,
doesn't.
We did, right? This is this one.
Yeah. I created the conversion via FMMPack last week, and I think this should be perfectly fine. And I think I provided you a link beforehand with a little quick start. Maybe we can start with the quick start and get going from there.
So this should upload the audio file.
Yeah. So we first need a cognitive service, and as you can see, speech key and speech region.
We do this, but maybe not on this screen. And we have this little guy here. Over here. This is the correct speech endpoint, right?
Yes.
All right.
Do we have what kind of is it speech to text? Yes, right?
It says API type speech.
Okay. Should be the right one, hopefully.
Speech key, speech region.
Yeah.
Should do it. Okay, let's do this fellow. Speech key 1. Specific value was set. Region is West Europe. Okay. Then we should do a package, then a little bit of code. Okay.
And there's one point in that code where it says,
Sorry.
if you go to the code, so it actually, I think the code is reacting directly to your microphone. We could also do that, but I think there's a part in that code, if you look a little bit down below, where it says here, instead of doing that, do this. So do you see that speech?
Yeah, it's speech synthesis result of the input, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's some text that you want to speak. No, this is, I type it and it.
Yeah, it says in the text that you can change it to something else.
Yeah, okay. Let's make this work and then just replace it with uploading text or uploading audio files.
Yeah.
So we had this beautiful program here last time. I would say we just move everything out into a method. Or maybe this needs to go here. This was Twitch API. Oh shoot. As a boom here as task. Good. But we don't lose it. Okay, and then it says we need to have a package.
I think there's you need to go down one. Yeah.
Then we have this fellow here, where it reads the environment variables. And this is the transcription name. Yeah, synthesis. Here it reads the speech config. Yep, okay. I think we need to replace this from the get-go. We actually do not want to have this output and speak text and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we have a speech config. So it wants us to use an audio config.
Mm-hmm.
Is that also here?
So have a look if that's the right one, text to speech. But this is the wrong one, speech to text. Have a look at that, please. Did you realize that it's the wrong way, but shouldn't be a problem. You know what?
Why? No.
Go on the document page, the documentation. I think I sent you the wrong link. It's speech, text to speech. We want speech to text. It's right above that.
So yeah, they are doing the exact same stuff, but they create the audio config from default microphone input.
Yeah, but there's
So
something
set.
Yeah, but there's something set in below that you.
Copilot already suggested from WAV file input. So
yeah, using
here
audio
we are.
config from WAV file input. Yeah.
Yeah. So this might not work because that file sits here.
I think you just need to put in a location, right? So.
Yep. but if we run it, it goes somewhere here.
Okay.
So I don't want to move up until I find this file.
Yeah. So we need to put it in a certain location.
Yeah, maybe we move it just here. Copy it to the Copilot is so nice. So what is output path? Is that a variable?
Did you see that there was an announcement last week to Copilot X?
Yeah.
It was on the official GitHub conference, right? So.
Yeah. I haven't looked into all the details. Okay, I don't see the file. I was expecting it to be in there. .NET copy file to output. That looked almost correct. That output deer.
Max, just slow down a little bit because I see Windows just popping up for a second.
Not too fast. And with the powers of Copilot, this is insanely productive.
Yeah, but it's not very productive for presentation mode.
Yeah. So I'm trying to copy a file from my source to my destination. Try one more place. What is the file called? Output path. Then I build this to see if it's working, and that looks fine. So the output file is now here. So if we try to read it during debugging, it should be here. This is just amazing. So I'm pretty much done.
So should be fine now, right?
Copilot did it. Awesome. We can launch this just right away.
See, people, it's that easy to use. Let's just first wait if it runs. Oh, unhandled exception.
We need to run restart VS Code because I changed the environment variables.
Okay.
But they are the same, right? Yes. Good. Switch exporter. Hello world. It's taking a lot longer.
So looks good. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, 16 minutes, right? This last time it took a while until we saw anything on the website.
Yeah, it's so for first of all, there's music at the beginning, I think.
Recognize empty.
Cool. That's not a lot.
Yeah, and like 16 minutes of our 5 hours are gone. So maybe we should do a breakpoint here and
have a look into it. Yeah.
Launch it from here.
But it's recognizing it asynchronous, right? But it should be
It
waiting.
waits.
It waits for
Yeah,
the
it
return,
waits.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is not the right method.
Yeah. So we need to. I think that you need to
We need
change
to
the.
loop this.
Could be.
But what is the example telling us?
That was the.
Yeah, this is like on every event it triggers this method.
So we
Get speech recognition results. But this is for live transcription, I would say.
Yeah, but it says down below what you need to change there. So
In the quick start?
yeah. This example uses to recognize once async operation to transcribe utterances of up to 30 seconds or until silence is detected. For information about continuous recognition for longer audio, including multilingual conversations, see how to recognize speech. I think we need to. Okay, yeah. From a file. There's a link and then there's an example.
Yeah, but this is just recognize once async, so it reached 30 seconds, right? Or if there is a pause.
Yeah.
And our 60 minutes has like music for the first couple of minutes.
Yeah. Go down below. Use continuous recognition.
This is the stopping. Yeah, and this is then. Okay.
Yeah. So it needs to go on until the file ends, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Can I somehow get batch transcription?
What?
Like I want to like upload the file and get everything, and not.
Next steps, use
event.
batch transcription. Maybe that should be maybe. Batch transcription is used to transcribe a large amount of audio data in storage, both the text, speech to text, SAPI, and speech support. You should provide. Okay. So you're doing this via REST, okay? So APIs, we are at APIs again. So it gives here kind of like a link to our storage container. We could think about, so what we could do, and a little side task, you already have that ready, I know that, Max. Upload the file we have to a storage container and just use the link to the storage file all the time.
It's the model's destination, but what does it write back then? Get batch transcription results.
Yes. So it creates a batch job in the background, and then you get kind of, I think you get a result in the end. Transcription get on the speech to text REST API.
What is the result?
It's a JSON.
Okay, and they give me like this token to a blob store, transcription data, and then here the JSON. Okay.
So, what
In
shall
the
we do?
report, and yeah, like they do not give me an example of the output, right?
No.
Because in the end, we want to have the text and that, like we sent to like GPT audio, OpenAI to get a summary, right?
Yeah, first we want a text that we can persist somewhere or have persisted somewhere. Yes.
Exactly, and I think the JSON gives us like timestamps, speaker, utterances, whatever emotions additionally to the text. And I was like, is there an easier way to just get out the text?
It's a JSON file, so in the end, every text should be in a JSON object that we could access in the end.
Yeah, because
And also,
doing it like this
yeah,
would mean we need to have a task running all the time, recognizing, and that would produce cost on our side that is totally unnecessary, right? We send them a link to a blob, they pull it, they query it, and then put it on our side, and then potentially we need a timer to check if the translation or the transcription is done.
Yeah. In the end, we would have kind of like a scheduled job that just pulls the results or something. We could also have an event grid, for example. I think we could also have that looks for this and can. If you think about the UI we have in the end, we have kind of like ongoing, and then at some point it says okay, finished. So, and then we could work with that. So, how should we do? Shall we do it? Shall we upload it by hand now?
We upload it by hand for testing purposes now.
So we create a storage account and just upload it by hand.
Yep. Portal. Use this one. Here, and we want to have a storage account. Storage. Yeah.
It's quite nice because we are offloading also work from our API or from our backend in the end, because our backend just calls an API, right, and says, hey, here's that and here's the link to that file. Do it.
Yeah. Do this and tell me when you are done.
Yeah.
This would be ideal, but I think we need to call the status. But this is fairly cheap.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about if we have in the end the JSON file, right, with the results. So so the GPT or the OpenAI services could also learn that, right? So you could say, hey, I have this format, and here you find the text that is spoken. You could describe
it. This is really expensive then.
Query by example.
This is really expensive because in JSON it's like super verbose, and in OpenAI you pay per token.
Yeah.
Right? If you like format it down to like exactly the text values, and if it's a JSON format, you can easily like get the text out of it.
Yeah, we could scrub it when our API calls it.
Otherwise, the tokens will explode. The tokens will anyway explode if you like upload 1 hour of text.
Yeah, let's see.
But still. So let's do whatever input. And then upload. They changed the UI here. I'm not sure if you have seen this recently, like drag and drop.
Yeah, there was a lot of change. Yeah, made it usable.
Yeah, also make it look nicer. But we can do this here. Upload. The progress bar is really nice. From 0 to 30 megabytes. Beep. No chunking. Okay, we have it. So,
do you mean that, or is it in the end progress thing like in Windows 98 where it was like 20%, 20%, 100%?
I mean, I copied yesterday for my mother-in-law 5,000 pictures from her iPhone to my computer and then to a USB stick, and the copy progress bar showed like every number on earth. And my wife asked me, how long does this take? And I said, now 2 hours? Oh no, 10 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 week. So you
yeah, those progress bars, it's kind of, if you have large files,
yeah, mixed with small files.
The small files, it's kind of getting very unprecise or imprecise.
And I was like seconds before doing this with like Robocopy to have any number, and then I said, forget it, I leave it running. Alrighty, so we have this audio file now, and what do we need to do? There's also a CLI.
We could try the CLI just to
What
have a
is
test.
SPX? But we need to do the rest anyways, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's interesting stuff. Okay, let's go to my favorite speech.htp. Paste this in. So this is our header, and this is our where it needs to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Put this over here and say this is a post, HTTP, whatever. And then we have this header here. We need to show the header. Not sure how we can hide the subscription key now.
You can pull in. Can't you pull it from an environment?
Not sure if this extension does this. Let me see. This is VS Code REST extensions, and you can see the send request button here.
Yeah.
And it would basically post what I have below to the endpoint. And it's, I think, easier than using Perl with multi-lines and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
It is supporting environments.
Really? That's nice. That's good.
Support environment switch. How?
Which? How? What?
How does it support environment variables? Is it like $?
What is the extension called?
REST client.
Okay. REST client extension.
I put it here.
Okay.
It has 3 million installations.
A lot of people are
5
doing.
stars.
So provide system dynamic variable. It's down below in the description. Go back to.
Yeah, but yeah, I know. But how? Support environment file request and prompt custom variables. Yes, cool. Auto completion for environment variables. Okay, let's see if it does this.
Yeah.
What was the variable? Speech key. It doesn't do any speech key. Let's see. So this is then the JSON payload that we send.
Yeah, that's the display name. I think
model.
is. Yeah.
And we only have English, right? This is.
Yeah, Germisch.
Germisch.
Germisch Partenkirchen.
I saw this today in the Swift key settings that it has a locale Bavarian.
Yeah. Okay.
And also like lower German.
Okay.
Platt.
Nordisch Platt.
Yeah. Okay. So speech key. This is view service region. This was West Europe then. Yeah. So the content URL is maybe our file with the SAS token. Where is it? Here. Let's create one. I think it's here, right? SAS token. Read should be fine. Here we have the token. Okay, if I read it correctly, it now stores the JSON on the service side. So the speech service will have will hold the data and we need to pull it from there.
Yeah, have a look into our chat. I think you need to have it that way. I'm just reading the documentation of that.
Mm-hmm. It does something.
Yeah, shared and then environment. Environment. So it's $.env. It's a .NET environment, right? $.env. No. .env. No. Dot written like
no
dot.
dollar. .env.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
that way. Yes, and then.
But it's not stored in an env file. Now we have a system environment variable.
Okay, then it should be shared, right? Don't we want to save it? Okay. 1 second. Shared. Yeah. I'm just looking at the Okay. We also support the shared environment identified by a special environment named $shared to provide data available in
Yeah,
all environments. Okay.
I think he expects an environment variable, like file that hosts the data. We can also add this.
Okay.
But also system variables. What is system variables?
I think system variables are the ones that you set on a... That what you said right now. System...
Yeah, but for this, I have the VS Code open here. This is stored in VS Code.
Yeah. Okay. So, but I think then if it's just a system variable, you just use $system variable name.
Yeah.
So it would be then the speech key, $speech key, right?
Yeah, we can also do this, or we create a file variable or a prompt.
Whatever you like.
Request variable.
I mean, we will do it in .NET in the end. This is just...
Yeah, just trying it out.
Yeah.
But I do not want to have it on stream.
Yeah. Me neither. That's a good thing.
So, because I most likely forget to change it afterwards. But it's a free tier. But yeah, we will eventually go bigger. Settings. How do I put this into settings?
I think there's a...
Search environment.
What did you do?
I try to add variables.
And?
I don't know where.
I think there was a... So... Okay. Process environment are also possible. Allows the resolution of local machine environment variable to a string value.
Yeah, where do you find this one?
It's if you do a $process_env, search for $process_env. Process.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. I think that is what we want, right?
But this is Bash. Let's see if it's working in Windows.
Yeah, it should have auto completion for that, right? Should see then, right?
Process env. And then what is it? Is it percentage in the...
I think that's optional, right? I think in...
Let's try it.
How do we do it in Windows?
Dollar to begin. Let's try what...
Also, if you want to get it, okay.
Speech underscore key. Then this is too many.
And speech region we need for...
This is here. Already in the post.
Okay. Okay, we could also...
Bad request.
At least 2 and at most 10 candidate locales need to be... Okay.
What was it, DED before?
Yeah, I think so. Looks...
2 or 1? This was too easy.
Let's have a look at the Azure portal. I think then we should see the process, right?
And we should get a location here. This one. This needs to be created then.
Yeah.
To get the output file. I think we do not see anything in Azure.
Are you sure? So I think the jobs should be visible.
I'm on the resource now. And last time we also didn't see anything here.
Yeah, could be the case, yes.
So let's use the location header. So get and this guy. It's HTTP1. And we need to have the GitHub Copilot is amazing. We need to have this content type application. Yeah, and that's it.
I think for future streams we would need to make a rule that every time you praise GitHub Copilot, you have to donate €5 into
Did
our...
I get $5?
No. You have to donate it.
I cannot hide that I'm a big fan of this. This is...
I think we are aware of that.
So it says... running.
Okay, so it's running, right?
Running. So, but later on we have to have like automation that queries this.
I think, can you do listener on API endpoints?
To do what?
To just look for if that changes or changes to a certain state that reply. Because I always don't like the concept of having like a scheduled job that does that every 15 seconds or something. That's kind of like... sounds like from the past.
Yeah, durable function and on a timer. But
this
just works.
Can't we subscribe with an event grid to such things? But okay.
On the remote? How?
I don't know. That was just an idea.
Succeeded.
Succeeded already?
Mm-hmm.
16 minutes.
This
30,
is the
60.
time of the original file.
Yeah.
16 minutes, 36 seconds. Okay, and where's the result?
Files. You
But
see?
this is not what I would expect.
What would you expect?
Like a link to a JSON with a SAS token. So let's see what the docs are telling us. You should receive a thing, blah blah blah.
Yes.
Destination container, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, destination container.
You can store the result of batch to a while. We can also specify also the batch in the batch thing. Destination container URI. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Can be stored.
So we need to give it like a SAS token to write
Yeah.
the destination container. Okay.
Yeah. If you don't specify a container, the speech service stores the result in the container managed by Microsoft.
Yeah, this is what we saw before.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the results, I saw the SAS tokens. Not here. Not here. here, get batch transcription results. Here. This is the specific, yeah, exactly. This is the request, and here we get the long.
Okay.
Okay, and it says it goes to this your transcription ID files.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay, let's do this. So this is query the transcription status, and now query the transcription result. He knows what I'm doing. This is results, but I think we want to have files. Is that the correct GUID here? Files. And this and this. Go for it. But it's like super quick. How long does it take to reply? Get like a time? 109 milliseconds. Insanely fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a quick API.
If you open this is the report. Let's look into the report. Ah. Okay. The report needs also be downloaded with the file. But here it is also in the blob. It thinks this is French, but for input is the source, and it succeeded.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And what is the output? Transcription. This one. And this is the size. Oh yeah. Boom.
So lexical, I think then everything is in lexical. So you see combined recognition phrases. Maybe you come down below recognize phrases. There I think there would be confidence.
Yeah, this is like ton of stuff where it like, hey, it recognized an end and it's confident of and language and whatnot, but sending the entire mess to like OpenAI would,
it would just need the combined result, right?
Exactly. We like need to parse this lexical property out of this giant JSON, and there's also other stuff in here, right? ITN. Okay, masked ITN. Maybe we need to look into
ITM. I think is okay. Display. Yeah, hi Mark. So I think then there's some sub things, right? Masked intention. I think ITN is intention, right? Should be.
I don't know what ITN means in this case. Yeah, but we have confidence, display, ITN, lexical, and mask. And I think display would just work.
Yeah.
Because it has capitalization. Yeah, it's a good example, I think. And typical stuff what we do in our streams.
Hi
Max, hello Frank. Typically how we open.
Inverse text normalization is ITN.
So uppercase becomes lowercase, lowercase becomes uppercase. So
yeah. And also there's some profanity filters and all that. So ITN is that will cost $900. So display text recognized speech is that will cost $900, for example, and display text is that will cost $900 without saying the number. So it's I can so you can put it on stream as well. What it means. Wait a second. Yeah. Yeah, it's a process that converts spoken words into the written form.
So this would potentially be better.
I think it doesn't matter, right? So potentially 900 is shorter than $900 as a token from a token standpoint. So the display text should be fine.
Crazy stuff.
Disfluence. When speaking, it's common for someone to stutter, duplicate words, and say filler words like or speech to text can recognize such disfluencies and remove them from the display text.
Yeah, come on. Let's not over-engineer this.
It's funny, but what it can do, and profanity filter it can also.
But I haven't seen this in here so much.
Yeah, it's
so there in the display there is no. Oh, here is nice. Call
nice,
button
okay.
A, call button B, and I think so. My first question would be, how should we do it?
Should we do it in my subscription, or should we do something like she had
Yeah, but the quality is quite high, I would say.
Yeah, I think
even for our like German English.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Mask.
Good enough.
So profanity filters up to mask replaces letters in profane words with asterisk characters. So if we would have something a swear word in there, I think the masked ITN would then put in stars into that.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Nice service, right? Say it, Max. Yes.
Yeah, and like, I mean, with a couple of REST calls, right?
Yeah.
It's fairly easy to automate this.
And now we would need to put this into. So we could. What should we do? What do you want to do now?
I want to like ask ChatGPT what the summary of this is.
Okay.
I think I need to clean my ChatGPT history. Let me see. Can I remove all? Yes. Clear conversations. Bye.
Goodbye.
Good. So.
You're not using Plus?
No, I'm cheap.
I have Plus.
So this one.
Yeah.
$20 per month. Are you paying for software? What? Provide a summary.
You could also. Can you paste me the text? I can give you. Also, I will provide you then the summary, my version.
Okay. Let's use the same prompt. How much do we want to restrict it? Like 200 characters maximum? Something?
Yes.
Let's do this. It's a lot. Not sure if everything fit in. All right, I can. All right, it's the entire text.
Okay, then send it to me.
Yeah, wait. Let me see if there's meaningful output. We need to do some prompt engineering. Provide
YouTube description for of the following dialogue. Yeah.
They also discuss a tiny device called AZ3166. Yeah, I think it got it correctly.
Yeah.
Crazy. Cool. GitHub Copilot. I think that I did that.
They got you, Max. They got you. Can you give me the prompt?
Yes.
Let's see what GPT-4 does for that.
Let's see if Teams allow me to send this big
Should.
chunk of text.
Okay. Okay, let's see what it gives me. Title, the 13th episode, New Year, New Tech, exploring the AZ3166 IoT Starter Kit. Description, join Max and Frank in their 13th episode as they catch up after the new year and explore the AZ3166 IoT Starter Kit. In this light-hearted and fun-filled conversation, they share their experience with this tiny device, discuss its features, and brainstorm potential uses. Along the way, they encounter some technical hiccups and share their New Year's resolution. Tune in to experience their live banter and how this IoT can potentially work. Timestamps. Intro, New Year's resolution, introduction to how the IoT device connects to Wi-Fi, Azure IoT technical hiccups and restarting Teams, exploring the portal off-screen.
The quality is amazing. Yeah, but I like the second one here. This is a conversion between Max and Frank, who are likely colleagues or friends.
Who are meeting virtually.
Yeah. Possibly over Zoom. No, wrong. But yeah, so GPT-4 nailed it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you sent it back?
Yeah, I sent it as a picture. You can show it. This is the output it gives.
And did it made up these times?
I'm not sure. You could.
Like...
I don't know if it has if it's hallucinating there, but you could open the text.
16 minutes, so it's
yeah. Let's go into the fire and go to these points in the fire. You can have a
145. And I think 145 is still music. Yeah, still music.
So it hallucinated.
But it didn't know that we. But if we like offset this by 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we offset this by 3 minutes music.
Yeah.
Then it's like perfect.
And the funny thing is the way it gives you this, and if you put it into a YouTube description, it actually creates chapters. So it actually creates timestamps in your video. This is amazing.
Yeah.
So I think proof of concept for our use case seems to work, right?
Yeah.
It's funny how it with all the gibberish we gave it that it came up with that.
The video may be intended for a technical audience, possibly discussing new technologies or devices.
We could also then
copy this to the website. Yeah.
So mine is even more specific on what is the intent, and YouTube's description. It does know more what a YouTube description is, right? So the context. So it's more creative in that regard.
Yeah, but let's use this on our own website then. Once the video is done, send it to me. I upload it to speech. You upload it to GPT.
You have
so
access
we have
to that, Max. You have access to that.
I don't have GPT-4.
True. But yeah, I will do that.
I need you as my human labor.
Let me. Did you give me access on your subscription, Azure subscription?
I think so.
Because I could upload it. I could upload the last, for example, episode, and we could transcribe a 1 hour file, or 1 hour 20, or what it was.
Own assignments.
This is fun, Max. This is fun.
It is. They changed the role assignment again. So maybe you have seen this last time. This is new, right?
Yeah, it does even give you now hints to not over privilege people if you
before this it was like in a tab view above to say and the privilege stuff was a click hidden.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they beta test and see A/B test to see if this is going to work out or not.
But
what is your user in this? Do I have it here, Frank? No, I don't have it.
Do you want to give me access on my work account?
This is my tenant, so it doesn't.
It's your private tenant?
No, it's the
external
playground tenant.
Okay. I mean, you could whatever you like. You could do my private one, and then I don't need to start my work machine.
Give me your private one.
Yes, I will give it to you. 1 second, my computer is quite struggling at the moment.
I mean, but just to reflect this doing all the stuffs and puzzle this together, especially the summarization, would not be possible 1 year ago.
No. It would have been possible, but not in that way. So there's a summary. So there was an AI service that does summarization, but I think that the model behind that wasn't as powerful as
I checked a lot of them, also with offline capabilities to run them in Docker containers, and the output was not usable.
Yeah.
Not usable, and for a summary, not usable at all.
Yeah. So
there was this attempt 5 years ago to give you the headline of your emails, right? To summarize, and then you skip the main body and could only read the summary to see if this is needs your action and your input, but it was not usable.
Okay.
But with this, the quality that you just got, copy pasting our gibberish 16 minutes of audio to this is insanely good.
Yeah. Yeah, and see what we can do with that. So I sent you my.
I did invite you. You should get an email. Please click on the invite button, and then you should see it.
Coming up. Then I will upload. Max, do you need tape for that cable?
It's annoying. It's so freaking annoying. I need new headset.
Okay. That is obviously not junk mail, and let's copy this hyperlink, put it over there. Send a notification.
Now everyone knows C#, said Tom
Yeah.
a while ago.
Yeah. So the first half was only C#, right? So
Yeah, you don't need to understand what I did there, right?
yeah, C# is quite easy, right? So I think there it is. And there's the storage account, so let me upload. I hope so I will upload the video. Should I do audio from the video?
Yeah, only the what we use in the FFmpeg stuff here. I have to come in the. I put it in the chat.
Okay, so let me. Bum, 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 bum. FFmpeg is available. Yes. Okay, so it's E. What is a big file? Okay, let's take that. Let's take the last episode, right?
Yeah. It's 2 hour-ish.
Around that one, yes, around 2 hours. So it's one. Give me a second.
You get that second? I need something to drink. I'm back.
Okay.
2 minutes. Just checking the stream, but it still seems to work. Okay.
Okay. So did you already catch something to drink? So
The 2 minutes are over. Yes. No, Frank. I'm back in 2
Then-
minutes. See you in a bit.
then we do a short break.
Okay.
we are back.
And we are back. And you uploaded 150 megabytes.
Yeah, that's 1 hour, 20 minutes of us talking.
Okay, so let's repeat. SAS token.
Don't show that.
Why?
You're showing it on the stream. The SAS token.
Doesn't matter. It's a read SAS token.
Okay.
That shouldn't be a big deal. My transcription 2. Let's be creative. Okay. Create it. It gives us this, gives us a location. Ah, it's the same.
Should be the same service.
No, it's different.
Okay. A different ID of that job. Should be different, right? So.
I can predict the output. It will be running. Yes. Our profanity filter is automatically unmasked.
Yeah. Word levels, timestamps enabled. I think we can optimize it, right? Diarization enabled,
Yeah.
false. Display form, word level, timestamp enabled. False, okay.
But we all get this like included in the price, right? There's just the time,
Yeah.
the length of the audio file is what we pay for, right?
Yeah. I wonder what happens if we go over the free. Does it just not work anymore?
Stops.
So Azure is quite lenient with with limits. So if you have 2 minutes left and send it a 5-hour file, I think it will still do it.
It will just say no. Not accepted. Go away. But I really like this REST tool in VS Code. It's like you can check it in and document it in. It's, I think, easier to cope with than curl.
Yeah.
Under the hood, it will most likely use curl.
But it's just a nice wrapper above that, right?
Yes, and I can easily check this in and have this click integration in VS Code. So running. Guess what I'm drinking?
Bundaberg.
I haven't done so for like 1 year, and you immediately guessed.
I'm the lucky
Guessed
one.
correct. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Would love one too.
Still waiting for the Bundaberg sponsorship.
Yeah. Still waiting for any sponsorship in that regard. I think it will take a little bit longer, right?
So the 16 minutes was done in like in 2.
Yeah.
And now it's 2 hours, or what is it?
1 hour 20.
1 hour 20. Yeah, that's really.
I don't expect it to take that long, though.
But it's free, so it will not have the highest priority.
Yeah.
maybe get queued or whatever, but it's just running and not like pending or queued
Yeah.
or something like this.
Yeah, so not like creating or something.
Mm-hmm.
Still thinking about the tape I need to send you?
I have tape. I had tape. I think my little one was in my office and took the tape. Yeah. And I think I cannot tape this. It will not hold here.
Do you know green stuff? Ever heard of green stuff?
No.
So while I'm not coding on Twitch or something, or working, I'm also building or modeling my little Warhammer figures. And there's a thing that's called green stuff. That's something. It's like a clay.
Mm-hmm.
You mix it together, and then you can put it into a form, and then it hardens.
Okay.
So that is green stuff. You can paint it and all that. So
Mm-hmm.
you mostly use it with figurines. If there's some small gaps or something you want to fill, you use green stuff, and then it hardens. And you can also sandpaper it.
Mm-hmm.
Quite nice. Works a lot for that. You could also use the hot glue can. Make your headset.
I used I think silicon.
Yeah.
And you have like stripes, and you can modulate them and then form them, and then when they get like dry, it becomes like concrete.
Okay, that's the same. I think that's the same stuff as green stuff. So in Warhammer world, it's mostly green, and that's the reason it's called green stuff.
Okay.
Funny things about Warhammer. There's a class, so a race, the orcs, and so if you paint a thing red, it's faster. That's how this works. So while we are waiting, it's interesting. So we kind of did a lot of progress. So I think putting everything together in the end. How should we do it in the future? I think showing everything on stream would be a little bit boring, right? So some parts maybe an very simple UI we could think about. We have an upload button, and think about doing that upload button directly to the blob storage. We could do that off screen.
Yep. There's really good SDKs for this.
Yeah.
So uploading to blob is fairly simple because the modern browsers do most of the stuff. They have the concept of blobs already.
Yeah.
So you load everything to a blob in your browser, and then there is an Azure blob SDK that gives you the token.
Yeah.
So your backend can generate the token, you get write access to the blob, and then your front end, your browser, can upload the audio file to exactly one blob.
Yep, okay.
And it's time bombed, like after 4 hours, whatever, the SAS token would expire, and nobody else could then write to this.
I think we could do also kind of in a user context. So if we have something like B2C, that's something we're putting off. I know, Max, but we need to look into that as well. And I looked a lot into that off stream already. So how you do that with so generally you could use B2C to store all the contexts you have with other websites. So if you, for example, create a user context token, then you could store it in B2C and directly access it and all that. And but you could also use this identity then to have access to the blob storage directly. And use the AD context there, Azure AD context.
But I always want to avoid that they have permanent access. So the SAS token
I think if we think about users, I think we would create one blob storage for each user.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
I
Not to share.
Don't like the idea.
Why?
Put everything on one blob.
Nah, so from a program standpoint and from a separate different user data, because we would have user data speech from users where you can identify. It makes more sense to split that.
But you will still run into limits, right? What was it? 50 storage accounts per subscription?
Yeah, it could be, but thinking about the concept of scale, there's something different, right? So.
Yeah. Yeah, but we could also use containers, right?
So how is this an answer?
Yeah, like you want to have separation, right?
Yeah.
And then you can like give the identity access to the container.
Yeah, but and we could also think about, so just thinking on a future level, so what we could implement there. So we could, I think there is a container level way of using different encryption keys. So my thing would be, even without the application really knowing, we would create an encryption key and put it into Azure Key Vault without us knowing what is in there, and encrypting this container with the user context encryption key, for example, so that we have also separate encryption for each and everything.
Is there container encryption?
I think we don't have
encryption scopes. Yes. That is a new feature, is it?
Yeah, it's quite new. I think it came out last year or something.
It comes 9th of March is the documentation update.
Yeah, so I think GA is was not far back. Yes.
Mm-hmm. But do we really need this? I mean, the idea is to enrich public data, right? Public? So the video is public anyways.
We could think about that, but if we want to go that rabbit hole and be paranoid and just say, for example,
but it's good to know that we have this. This is cool.
Yeah, somebody could also use that, for example. So the service, I think it's the service could also be used to summarize videos for you and don't put them anywhere, and then you would have something in this regard that is not public.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
Let's discuss this when we have a clear picture of what we want to do with this.
I have a clear picture. Yeah.
A very, very clear picture. A clearer picture. And also the capabilities of like the restrictions, like getting data from Twitch, getting data from YouTube, their terms and how this fit, and how this like can be connected end to end without users downloading stuff, uploading stuff, which would.
I think at the moment, but I think at the moment we had different paths into the application, right? So we just don't look at the automatic integration into Twitch right now, but still there would be a use case where you just upload a file and then think about, I want to do something with the file. So that I think we can build everything afterwards.
Yes, but like also this what you did with your prompt, generate a YouTube thing. This could also be like output formats, right? Where we provide different, like provide an output description for in Markdown.
Yeah. Actually, you can. I could do that. Let me check.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. Like also like it enables folks to do stuff that they couldn't do before. Like I work with one guy. He updates a website, but he doesn't understand HTML.
Yeah.
And he uses ChatGPT to say, "Hey, make this HTML and format it correctly and nicely and whatnot," and then he copies it to the website, and it's working pretty well. Yeah. So now you played Jeopardy music, and then we get the stream taken down because of DMCA, whatever.
I hope that one is
Copyright violation.
public domain already.
No, I think not.
Yeah, it's still ongoing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a look into what I sent you.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, like really easy to like also add more formats by just telling GPT to do this for us.
So it's as easy if you have the conversation context, you could always say, hey, I go into that context, and I think you can load that context from my, and then say we have buttons below that. For example, we create the summary, give it in GitHub. We could then have buttons there and just click on that, and then it would get changed. So how does it look?
Running.
Still running, yeah. 1 hour 20. We should have prepared that, maybe, my little friend.
Oh well.
Oh well. We're doing it live.
Seeing is believing.
This will be
Succeeded.
awesome.
Succeeded. I mean, it could have also failed, right?
Yeah.
So let's see. This is then the files. This goes here. And then we have the content URL 0. This is never. Oh yeah. Yeah. I think this was you.
Hi, Max.
So
Hey,
this is
Frank.
lexical. We need to go to display, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked a lot.
Yeah. Okay. That is a lot of text. I might have another property in there. Bye. Good. Oh, no. Here.
Did you know that there's also... I heard that there's a chat integration into Visual Studio Code for ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paste it in here. How much is it? There's some lines. Oh, this is Copilot, okay. Please know how much text this is, right?
You can... can't you
Maybe
count?
need to summary, no, output. .74 kilobytes. Here, columns. Okay, it's just one line.
Yeah.
And whatever this column is, characters. Okay, 30,000 characters.
Okay, 30,000 characters. So how many tokens can we send?
I think 40,000 with GPT-4.
So should be possible.
How many words are this? 6,000 words. Well, not bad.
Yeah, can you send me that? I want to try it.
I'm not sure if that works in Teams.
It works.
It does? Okay.
I hope.
It ends with bye-bye. And it starts with yeah. So you need to shorten your message to send it.
I think you can send it as code, or you just send me the text file.
Output 2. No, I cannot send you text, but I check it in.
Yeah, okay.
Test with the speech to text API. Save all. Yes.
Checked in? Oh, not yet.
Now it's getting pushed. Yep, it's up.
Okay. Okay, let me do a poll. Okay. It. Yeah, Max.
Yeah.
Okay. New chat. GPT-4. Okay. How did we do that? Damn it. Okay. Okay, it's too long. Okay, that one is too long. Let's take half of it. Still too long. Yeah, there's a limitation too. So the problem is we need to think about the UI. Yeah, the UI has its limits. Twitch stream archiving and automation with Max and Frank. Description: join Max and Frank as they catch up after a long hiatus and dive into an exciting project aimed at streamlining their Twitch streaming process. They discuss the importance of archiving Twitch VODs and automating various tasks to increase their reach and make their content more accessible. What is explore the Twitch API, OAuth authentication, and Azure B2C to build a multi-cloud solution that leverages the best of AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. Don't miss their insightful conversation, hilarious banter, and valuable tips for anyone looking to up their Twitch game.
Update Twitch what?
Game.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so
Ooh.
yeah. So this works.
Maybe we can also look at the Azure OpenAI service then,
Yeah, should be
because that has higher limits.
yeah. So which models do we have in there? Can you-
Avicii?
yeah, which GPT is it? GPT-4 models preview.
No,
Okay,
is it 4? Where do you see the 4?
requests per minute per model. Limit value GPT-4.
Cool.
So
Request per minute per model, 12 requests per minute.
and ChatGPT model in one.
But it has a token limit of 120,000.
Yeah.
So we had like 35 for 1.5 hours, right?
Yeah.
And we are 2 speakers, so maybe the average is less.
Yeah. Depends on how much you talk. Yeah.
Of
and
course,
how many
of course.
and how many times you would say that you love.
If it's like a literal, like folks reading a book, dream, whatever, it could be more words per minute.
Yeah.
But like on average, it will like allow us to upload several hours of audio files and get summaries out there without having this problem that you need to do summaries of summaries and then summarize the summaries and all this crap.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
How can we open Azure OpenAI services?
I have it deployed.
Yeah, it's even in West Europe.
It is in West Europe. Of course it's in West Europe. I have it deployed OpenAI here.
Yeah, but we need to deploy it again for this, right? It costs per request, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Should I deploy it?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Can do that on your subscription. Tax, no. Great. It's deploying to that resource group.
In my environment, it says chat playground not available in your region. Where is it? East US and South Central US have GPT-4. And the token limit is the same. I put this on my screen now. Here's the max request. That's the token size, right?
Yeah.
It's the same as the public API.
Okay.
And here are the GPT-4, and they have 8,000 or 32,000, but only in 2 regions.
Okay.
Their chat.
Maybe we can also play with the summary things that are already there. Maybe it needs not to be that capable. So
Yeah, but we want to have GPT-4, right?
yeah, I don't know if the GPT-4. I think there are also other models that are good for summary. Have a look into summary.
But the 3.5 Turbo. I think this is what you use in ChatGPT in the Pro mode, right?
I use GPT-4.
Is there like a drop down where you select what? Okay.
Yeah. Yes, I can select default GPT 3.5, legacy GPT 3.5, and GPT-4, and it also says our most advanced model. It also says like so there are bars in reasoning speed and conciseness.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The creating deployment in progress.
So GPT-4 needs to be requested.
Yeah, I know.
I hoped that I have this in my subscription, but it doesn't look like.
Okay, model deployments. Text search. Okay, it's deployed.
That's very quick. I think this is just like an API, APIM front door, whatever deployment that gives you keys and subscriptions and whatnot, but not like doing anything.
Yeah.
Similar to what the speech API is doing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is also a good indication that this is like...
It's just an API endpoint, yes.
Yeah. All right, Frank.
Okay, so let's then end this for today, and let me go to this scene. Was much fun today, Max, and I really learned a lot.
It's an amazing time to build stuff, right?
Yes.
In a couple of
Thanks,
prompts.
Tom, for being here all the time. I hope it was interesting to you as well.
A couple of prompts, comments in the command line here, VS Code, and
what we could think about is so apart from Azure, there's also the OpenAI part, right? So I think there's also a way to use their thing paid.
yes,
And have larger requests, for example.
There was no difference.
No.
I haven't seen any difference in the context size.
Let me have a look. OpenAI pricing. Model 32K context. So for prompt, okay. So GPT is just a combination of the different models they already have, right? So in the background, it's using all their models, GPT, right?
No.
I think so. If you ask for example, for code, so GPT just does DaVinci in the background, Codex in the background for the code part and all that. I think that's kind of the thing with this.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not too deep into this.
Yeah, should be. So I think
I thought they specialized models, but I'm not sure what they're doing.
so if we think about, we could also, if we have a text, we could split it up into tokens, in that token sizes, then have multiple. And string, as we said, we had this, we talked about it when we were offline, that there's a way of doing serialized, so in splitting. What was it called? Partitionizing your questions?
Something in recursive, whatever.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, but anyway, so, okay. Everybody, have a good day. Max, have a good night. See you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks. And then we had like a hat trick.
Yeah, let's do it again. We are almost consistent.
Yes, consistency. Let me check what is in 2 weeks. Nothing.
Awesome.
Yeah. So Twitch is very likely. All right, friends. Good night.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.